Hey guys, SickMotion here with a new champion kind of first look at slash preview. I woke up, logged on the league yesterday, and saw that they had announced a new champion. It was already on the PB for testing. I wasn't expecting it at all. I was getting ready to start streaming my normal stuff, and then there was this beautiful little thing. For future reference, if I mess it up, I'm sorry. It is a girl. This champion is female. They have clarified that. It is not a him and is not an it. So, with that said, I don't expect everyone to realize that for a long time because I'll probably mess it up in this video as well. So, I'm going to go over just the skills, what they do, talk about them, then I'll show you kind of some play on the champion. I streamed it all night, the new champion. I sucked real bad at the start, and then I got kind of alright at it, so I felt pretty confident by the end. It seems to be, she seems to be good top lane and jungle. A lot of people say she's way better jungle. Some people's like, oh, I like her top lane. Personally, I enjoyed playing her top lane just because I'm a top lane main, as well as you get more money, you get levels faster, you get to be stronger, so you get to feel the power of the champion. I'm not sure what the exact build will be. It'll probably be more of like a tankier bruiser build. You're not going to want to go full glass because it'll just explode. In a realistic scenario, you're not probably going to want to go full tank because that's boring and you might not have that big of an impact afterwards. I'll talk about some of her skills and why that would be. But for the most part, yesterday I was building mostly damage, mostly glass cannon, maybe with one defensive item, and I was having a lot of fun doing a lot of cool things. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the plays on it. But let's go over the abilities right here. The passive is when you go underground. You know what? Let's skip ahead when I have some levels so I can actually show you guys the abilities and talk about them while I'm using them here. Okay, so I just managed to make it to level 6 here. May or may not have died to the minions once along the way off camera. But now I have all the abilities and I can kind of show you and showcase what they do. So we'll just start by explaining them and then showing them one by one and a couple things that I found out about each ability, which is kind of cool. For one, your passive is dealing damage while unburrowed generates fury. So when you auto attack something right here, it looks like you're getting 5. When you use your Q, which we'll explain, you kind of do an AoE, which you hit more than one thing, so you gain bonus fury that way. When you come out from underground, your first auto attack will also generate bonus fury. The thing that your fury does is it empowers your E ability, but it also, you will spend it when you go underground. Just for the purpose of showing you before we do that, your fury, if you don't spend it and you go out of combat, see right here, look, I'm missing all these minions. It's maxed right now, walking around, having a good time. It's not like Renekton where your rage drops off very slowly. It's like you've been out of combat for a while. All right, you're happy again. Look how fast that's dropping off. It drops off 20 at a time, sort of quickly as well. So you have to generate that up again just by autoing, of course. Everything is going to give you fury. You can use your E, which does damage, also generates fury, all that good stuff. Get it all charged up here, and then this is actually your W, but it shows your passive. See, my health is missing. Go underground here. Super awesome. Look at my health going up. My fury starts going down right away. You got to keep that in mind that it's going to spend it for other of your E ability, but you regenerate health really quickly. And you come back up and you can do all your things. Your next attack that generates fury will grant a bonus 15 fury when coming out, so it starts stacking it up again. Makes like a nice little flow of it. It restores 150 health over 5 seconds right now. From what I can see, I'm level 6 right now, so divide 150 by 6. It's 25 per 5 per level. So essentially, you're gaining 5 health per 1 second per level of your character. So don't really worry about that if that's confusing. It's just kind of the general breakdown of it from what I've seen. Your Q will empower your next auto attack to deal bonus damage, sort of like a timement. So if you're good at auto attacking with a timement or timing your last hits to do a little bit of damage to the sides as well as your main target, it makes it a little easier to last hit. If you're unfamiliar with the timement, it can be kind of hard. So you can like walk up, see I can hit this thing, but I kill that other one. I'm doing a lot of damage right now, kind of a bad example. But you just want to make sure that you're not accidentally getting the other minions to the side too low that you don't get the last hits for them. Kind of like that, you get to last hit them all. And that's your Q. Also, keep in mind, it's an auto attack reset. So it applies damage on your next 3 autos. For that first one, if you auto and then tap your Q really quick to reset your auto attack, gets you a little bit of extra damage. Let's get into the tower here as well. Just gotta get these minions up here. There you go, reset the auto. Got them all dead. It resets your auto on a tower. It doesn't do bonus damage to the tower, but unlike a Time-It, I reset my auto. It does do its splash damage to the minions while you're hitting a tower. Meaning it will also do splash damage. Champions pull aggro and start shooting at you if you hit it when a champion's there, so be careful for that. Your W is what makes you go under the ground and burrow. But for the purpose of this, we're going to go use the W because your Q has a second ability when you're underground that lets you shoot a pretty long line skill shot projectile. Let's see how long it is here. Like pretty long, and you notice when it hits something, it reveals it. The little AoE that it does, it reveals it. So that's how you can kind of see people when you're underground. Because now let's talk about the W. When you're underground, you are blind, like really blind. Let's get an example. All right, are these golems up? I don't even know. I don't know. I walked right by them. I don't know. I gotta go right up to them. So if you're jungling, you might be like, all right, I'm going for my red buff. I'm going for my red buff. And right here is where you start seeing those minions. Back out a little bit. I can't even see red right now. Like, it's, you have no vision. But with that said, you can see these jungle monsters chasing me. You can see these little dots on the ground. I can see that one, obviously. Let's just shoot this to pull it. All right, I got vision on it, but I don't got vision on the small ones. But you can see their footsteps. It's a rough representation of where they're going. If they're changing directions, it shows where they kind of last stepped rather than where they're going. So you can, if you know this person's playing this character and they're underground, you can just kind of juke them, like walk this way, walk that way. They're gonna have no idea what they're doing. They're gonna be shooting their thing 180 degrees in the wrong direction. Your first auto attack coming out will cause you to jump in the air, or you can just press it again, like right here. Boom, just pressed it, and didn't auto attack anything. I can go underground and then click to come out, and you do the same thing. It knocks up targets up to a second depending on their proximity to the center of it. When you're underground as well, you ignore unit collision, so you can kind of go under stuff. That's what lets you get them as close to the center as possible. Once again, your passive will regenerate you when you're underneath here. It's a pretty short cooldown. You go under up, go up. This is with no CDR, by the way. And level 1, you go down, you go up. And there's a short delay before you can come back up, but there's also a diminishing returns on it where you can't knock up the same target right here more than once every 10 seconds. So you can't just chain knock up someone because that'd be pretty dumb, knocking them up every second on a 3.5 second cooldown. That'd be pretty ridiculous. Also, you gain movement speed when you're underneath the ground, so I'm gaining 20 movement speed right now for being under the ground, as well as your next like your auto attack or whatever. It does deal bonus damage. It's AoE. The damage when you knock people up coming out of there. And let's go to your E here. Your E is just a kind of an instant cast bite. It's not an auto attack, so it doesn't draw minion aggro. It's a spell if you hit a champion in lane, so it's a good way to harass down the lane without drawing minion aggro. The more fury you have, the more damage it does. It scales with your AD. When you level it up, it just takes up the AD scaling 10%, so it goes from 80% to 120% of your AD. But as you gain fury, it gains up to 200% damage from what it would be with no fury. It generates fury as well. But here's the important thing. I'm not quite at double damage right now. Not quite at double damage. Now that my bar is full, I'm at double damage. But that double damage is no longer physical. It's true damage. So it's just going to do that much regardless of how much armor they have. So getting into the true damage is really important. When you are burrowed, it makes a tunnel. This one's going to take a while to explain because there's some cool things with it. It goes the same set distance every time. So you can see I can have my mouse wherever I want. It's going to go that same distance every time. That little green bar underneath the tunnel is the time that it takes for you to be able to use that tunnel again. So you can't use it right after making it again, and after you use it, you can see the green bar has to charge up. But you get to use these tunnels over and over. They last for 10 minutes. You can teleport to them. I'm assuming you can jump to them with like a Jax Q. I haven't tested that out, but I know you can teleport to them currently. And you can kind of take this. Using the tunnel doesn't use your cooldown for your Q, so then your E, so then you can go to another tunnel here. Look, I have a tunnel here. It's almost dead, but I can use it. So you can kind of start making a little jungle gym to jump through. It's very easy to kill them. They don't take auto attack damage. If I was an enemy champion, all I do is go and stand on here for like a second and a half, and it blows up the tunnel. Rewards them no minion gold, but 5 gold for killing the tunnel. They don't give vision, but if I see, like I can see my tunnels right here. If one of them just breaks, I know that there's an enemy champion in that area because there's had to be for someone to break it. But see here, I put my mouse right here. I want to just tunnel right here for some reason. Too bad, you have to go the full distance. So we get that far. Let's see. You can only obviously tunnel when you're underground. However, God, all right, could use a flash. You don't have to be underground to use a tunnel. You can go to the tunnel, and then you actually pop up when you come back. So you're not underground again. You have to go underground to use a tunnel. It's very generous with the range that it will take you. If you put it into unenterable terrain, it'll try to put you out further than the tunnel's distance rather than closer. Like a flash, if you walk up to a wall flash, you can't quite make it, just flash on the spot and look foolish. This, you kind of like come over here. You can see how have a general representation of how long they are. Oh, I'm over here. I want to go over there. I'll just use it. Oh, look at that. I went super duper fast. Sometimes it makes like bugs out right there. Like, see, I appeared right here, but my tunnel went right here, depending on how ambitious you are with how far you want to tunnel. But you can do some like kind of cool tunneling right here. You don't have to be right beside the wall. You can start tunneling from right here, and it spits you out a little further. I have a clip as part of the gameplay that I did on them where I just made 8 tunnels, which is the maximum you can have, and just did a fun little jungle gem kind of relay race by myself. It was in a game as well. My team probably hated me. Once you go to these longer walls, it kind of becomes a mystery where you're going to pop out depending on exactly how you're facing the wall. Your tunnels mess up sometimes. Sometimes when they go like that, this is a thicker wall, but a skinnier wall, I could actually take the tunnel from this side and go to there. But that's basically the tunnel mechanics on him. And once again, using a tunnel doesn't consume your cooldown for it, but then making one will consume that cooldown. And the number on it isn't how many you have charged up that you can use, kind of like Teemo shrooms. It's how many tunnels you have down on the map. Once you have 8 down, it'll start deleting your oldest tunnel to make a new one, similar to the warding. Let's see. Let's get out of here. Here is the ultimate. So I'm going to actually go to the base for this to get the full effect out of it. It doesn't do any damage. It's a back animation, technically. You can interrupt it, and you don't have to actually stun them. You don't have to silence them. You can just do damage, like a back animation interrupt it, and it will stop him, or her, so there we go, from ulting. But what it does is you can channel for a second and a half, and then you just fly to a tunnel. While flying to the tunnel, you give vision where you've been flying over, so you can kind of see flashes of champions on the map. They can kind of see like a shadow go under the ground, so it's kind of spooky. Let's see here. I just R here. The tunnel starts like screaming, does that, makes the kind of like a teleport beam to it, and you just fly over to it, just super fast. It's a very long cooldown, so it actually makes a lot of sense to use to get back to lane. If you're top lane, if you have tunnels throughout the jungle, you can come top and then gank bot right away. They can see the tunnel that's you're teleporting to because there's the map-wide kind of scream and then the tunnel that starts glowing. So it's kind of hard to catch people off guard, but if they're out of position, you can usually get them there. And you can do kind of some cool plays if you're top lane, for example, with a teleport. You can only go if you've been there already. I can't ult to bottom because I have no tunnel infrastructure there, and if my tunnel that I had there breaks, I can no longer use it. What I can do, however, is I can take a teleport, gank bot lane, do whatever there, go back and buy if I need to heal or got money from it, and then ult back to top lane. Because your ult has no kind of downside. Like if I come top, I can't go bottom. I wouldn't be able to go there anyway without any tunnels. It doesn't have any fight potential. It's just it does. It gives you passive 20% attack speed per level, but that's just passive. So holding it up or having it down gives you that passive. So it's kind of cool. But that's a little bit about the abilities. I know there's probably more questions on them as well, but I'm gonna do my best to kind of just. Hopefully, I'm just going to show direct clips from the stream. Hopefully you guys can kind of figure out what you want from there. Kind of shows the potential of the character, though. I was doing a lot of damage with the damage build, which you should be able to expect. One cool thing that I'll show you guys here, I do a lot when I was top lane. You can make tunnels in between here, and you can set up some pretty cool jukes because they're in the bush, they're less likely to be killed, to be seen. But imagine like you're going in this bush right now. I lost sight. They come into the bush with me. I come over here. Now I'm over here. I'm doing this. So you can just keep jumping in between these tunnels, waiting for your skills to come up, waiting for a jungle gank, waiting for the diminishing turn on your knock up to be up, which is kind of cool. If I had a flash, I could show you. It's 15 seconds. It's way too long to wait. You can flash and then come out of the ground right away to knock up people. So you can do a kind of a flash initiation. Actually, my flash is just about ready here. So I'll kind of show how that works, and then we'll get into the clips. Just walk down here. So say these 3 caster minions, if they're still alive, we're the enemy champions. I just flash onto them and then knock up. And start doing my my damage. And then it makes a really good initiation for your team, which is kind of cool. But I'm going to get into the clips right away here, guys. I really like the champion. It's kind of like my playstyle, though. Bruiser-ish kind of frontline fighter slash melee champion, which is how I enjoy to play the game. So I had a lot of fun playing it. I'm sure a lot of other people will enjoy the champion as well. But hopefully you guys enjoy these clips from the stream and get to check out the champion in the future here. All right, here's a quick edit. One thing I forgot to mention about when you're underground and you can kind of hear the footsteps mechanic. Champions will show up as big circles, minions will show up as small ones, so you can tell the difference. However, if you won't know what champion you're hearing, they're all the same size circle, so you can just know someone's there, but you don't know who it is. You will be able to detect people that are stealthed as well. So if a Twitch is walking around or an Evelyn's walking around, and you wouldn't be able to normally see them because they're stealth, you'll be able to detect them walking around through being underground, which is kind of cool. And if the champion stops moving, whether they're stealthed or not stealthed, the circles will stop showing up because it only shows them in the direction that they're moving from. So couple counter and mechanics both towards stealth characters and how to kind of avoid being detected. It's pretty fun. Yeah, that's true. Holy moly, that's a lot of damage. Damn. So using the tunnel to pursue is pretty cool, but you got to keep in mind that you're using your energy to do so. That was a nice juke. Can do this by boots. That tunnel sustain. They brought me a red buff. He seemed the greatest.
Nothing's a surprise, I'm desensitized. Something I can feel, everything around me.
Damn. I'm over here now, that's good. Leave the scuttle crab alone. Oh, the plays! Oh, am I dead? Oh no, I lived. Wonderful. No, he took the tunnel! Shark fight. Oh, shark fight. Woo! Not like this, baby, no. He has no flash, so we'll just be the surprise. Surprise. Killing everything. So this is cool. I don't have to ward into the lane if I want to try and kill him right here. I can hear them. Like you can see, those are the minions walking because they're tiny little circles. And there's him. Oh, it's my first night playing this champion. I don't know how necessary all of that was, but it was hilarious. Oh, that play. Oh, I have a triple go. Oh, let me go. I don't know if there's red buffs up or not. I can't. Oh, it was up. That's how low your vision is. That's how low his vision was. Oh wow. Once I get a time in, it's even easier. One of the reasons I think he might be so strong top lane, that health regen when you burrow and shit like that. Alright, I got my cutlass now. Or by cutlass I mean... Holy moly. That was awesome. I should be able to hear him if he's coming here. Let me at him. Oh. Poacher. Whoa. Ah. Ah. Let me out of here. Woo! I don't know where I'm going from here. Ah! Don't break my tunnel, bro. No, he broke my tunnel! Oh, wow, he messed that up real bad, thank God. Sweet. Sweet. Alright, I gotta wait for those to recharge and we're gonna run the marathon. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Where does it lead us? And we're back to the start! That was sweet. That was totally worth. Alright, I'm gonna go back to playing the game now. Alright, thanks for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel for videos like this in the future. I also just put on clips from my stream, kind of highlight reel clips, funny clips, as well as some tutorials that I haven't been doing them as much since the new map has been just transitioning over. I didn't want to do them on the old map because it would have looked outdated, but now that the new map is kind of in play on all queues, I will start doing some of those tutorial helpful videos again that everyone seemed to be enjoying. So check out for those guys. My stream link is underneath in the description as well, which is where all of those clips were from. So be sure to check out the stream if you can. I stream daily. I stream full time right now, so plenty of opportunity to check that out. But thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed all of this, and we'll see you next time.